Fire in the vortex hole, let's cook some chicken wings. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard barbecue grill. What I got for you today is, I was inspired by my buddy Craig behind the garage barbecue to make some sweet and spicy chicken wings. So I went and got some chicken wings. I got 8 chicken wings. They cost $11.50. That's $1.40 a piece. Chicken wings are like gold these days. Anyway, I rinsed them off with white vinegar. I'm going to set them aside and get my bowl over here and start making this marinade. We got to marinate these wings. So the first thing we need is some Shao Tsihing cooking wine in the bowl. Put some of that in there. Oh, I'm calling that about 1/4 of a cup. Shao Tsihing cooking wine, maybe less, maybe more. I don't really measure anything. I just put what I feel like putting. Shao Tsihing cooking wine. We need a little bit of sesame oil, and Craig always warns us every time he does it not to put too much. Maybe a teaspoon of sesame oil, because it can be overpowering, the taste of the sesame oil. And then of course we need some soy sauce. Wouldn't be your Asian without soy sauce, would it? So some soy sauce. I'm calling that, yeah, I don't know, let's call it 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Okay, and okay, that's the Asian components of this. Now for the sweet part of this, we got some mirin, Ahi Mirin, and we're going to put 1, 2, 3 tablespoons of Ahi Mirin and some honey. Got some sous vide clover honey. We're going to put a good bit of honey in there because we want these to be sweet. So I'm going to dump a bunch of honey in there. I should have realized the honey was going to pour slowly. I'm calling that 3 tablespoons of honey. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. You know, you adjust this the way you want when you make your chicken wings. Then I got some garlic. Now this is Cheater's garlic. My buddy John calls this Cheater's garlic. Anyway, that was the sweet component of this. Here's a Cheater's garlic. We're going to put a heaping tablespoon of that in there. We like garlic. Garlic in our marinade. Oh yes. And then we need some ginger. And I got a knob of ginger here in my grater. I'm going to grate off as much ginger as I can stand to sit here and grate. I don't want to bore you too much. Yeah, I got at least about 1 inch of ginger, let's say, grated. If you grate it, it won't be so you know, in your face when you go to eat it. You know, it won't be everywhere. I'm going to grate off at least 1 inch of ginger there. Takes a bit of time. Sorry about that. That's just the way it is. Ah, it smells so good. Ginger smells so good. Get that ginger in there. I might put more later. You know, you don't want to watch me grate ginger all afternoon. Anyway, we're going to mix that up. Now we've got the heat. We've got the sweet and the some of the spices, but we got to put some. We got to give it some heat. And for that, I've got this. This is Korean red chili pepper flakes. This is some strong stuff. So you don't want to put too much of this. I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon of this in there. This is some hot stuff. Let me tell you what. 1 tablespoon of that is going to make this. I wouldn't know what the Scoville would be, but you're definitely going to know it's there, because if any of that gets on your tongue, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. It's going to tingle on your tongue. Let me tell you why. So yeah, I think that's it for the marinade. I'm going to dump that on the wings and let that sit in the refrigerator overnight. And then tomorrow we'll get out here, we'll crank up the vortex, and we'll cook these wings. So stay tuned. I got my vortex smoking. I'm going to put those wings on the fire. They look good enough to eat already. There's one of them. Here's another one. We'll set these out equidistant because we have 8 wings. We can do the compass points with these. That one's like puny. Here's another one. Get this one over here. One over here. And finally, one over here. Now, when my buddy Craig did this, he used the marinade to baste those wings with, but I'm going to use something different. I'm going to use this stuff. This is Mae Ploy sweet chili sauce. So as they cook, I'm going to baste them with that Mae Ploy sauce. They've already been marinated in a, you know, the sweet sauce that we made yesterday. But this is going to add an extra dimension to it. And I've got a chunk of cherry wood there producing a light smoke. So we're just going to let these cook a while. We'll flip them, we'll baste them. I'll show you what that looks like when I come back. And that'll be the end of it. It'll be time to drink a beer and take a taste, so stay tuned. Those wings are getting smoked up real nice. It's time to baste them with some of that Mae Ploy sauce. That's some good stuff. Chili sauce. It's got Thai chilies in it, I think. And some other crap. It's real sweet stuff. We're just going to baste them and flip them and baste them and flip them. And soon it'll be time to eat. Let me get them basted up and flipped, and we'll bring you back when it's time to eat. Stay tuned. Alright, the wings are done. There's the Frosty Root Boy mug, star of the show. Here's today's beer. Old Elephant Foot IPA. What a weird name for a beer. This is from the Tampa Bay Brewing Company, a local beer. India Pale Ale, 7% alcohol. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be doable. Let's find out. We know what India Pale Ales look like. Whoops, that one foamed all up, didn't it? Oh boy, that made a mess. That one made a mess out of my cutting board. I gotta get a towel and wipe that up. Yeah, it's a foamy one, boy. Foamy one, Rob. I don't know what to say about that. Got a lot of foam, got a lot of head on it. Maybe it's been shook up, I don't know. But it's a mess, I'll tell you. Whoa, gotta mop that up before I go any further. What a mess. Alright, Old Elephant Foot. That's probably a clue as to what this IPA is all about. Let's take a sniff of it, Rob. What do you think? It smells great. It smells so good I almost quaffed the froth without talking to you. Let's quaff the froth off it, Rob, before we go too much further. Wow, that's really good. Old Elephant Foot. A little foamy, but not a bad IPA at all. Let me get a wing over here. Let me get one of these wings in my mouth. They're probably still too hot to eat, but I'm gonna try anyway, because this one here looks like it's calling my name. Yes, sir. Sweet and spicy chicken wings. Mmm. Oh, that's good. That is good. Craig, that's a great marinade you come up with. I'm loving it. Mmm. Good wings. It helps when I'm hungry. I'll tell you. The price of wings these days, you can't mess around. Anyway, that's my video, babies. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you'll consider subscribing. And ring the bell. You know, all that good YouTube stuff. Go up to the iCard and check out my buddy Craig behind the garage barbecue. He's a master of wings. And come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. Elephant Foot IPA. A weird foamy IPA. Anyway, babies, we'll see you next week. Bye.